Who's the real 1996 Everest villain? In May 1996, the world watched in horror as Mount Everest became a grim backdrop for one of the deadliest climbing disasters in history. The summit, usually a symbol of human achievement, morphed into a chilling testament to the fragility of life. As climbers from various expeditions battled the harsh elements, two figures emerged at the center of this tragic saga. Jon Krakauer, a journalist and climber, and Scott Fisher, a charismatic guide. But lurking in the shadows was Rob Hall, the leader of the adventure consultants team, whose decisions would ignite a fierce debate about accountability in the mountains. Krakauer, who joined Hall's team to document the ascent for Outside magazine, later chronicled the events of that fateful day in his best-selling book, Into Thin Air. He portrayed a harrowing tale of chaos and desperation, where climbers faced an unexpected blizzard and poor decisions turned dreams into nightmares. Krakauer didn't hold back in criticizing Hall's leadership, arguing that his insistence on reaching the summit, despite the worsening conditions, was a reckless gamble that cost lives. As Krakauer ascended to the summit, the atmosphere was charged with ambition and fear. Climbers rushed to fulfill their dreams, pushing their limits, unaware of the looming storm. The visibility diminished, and the temperatures dropped. Amid this chaos, the deaths of climbers such as Doug Hansen and Yasuko Namba would become chilling reminders of the day when ambition overshadowed safety. While Krakauer's narrative painted Hall as a well-meaning leader, it also placed blame on others, including Scott Fisher, who led the competing Mountain Madness team. Fisher, known for his laid-back style, had his own demons. Under pressure to perform, he struggled with the weight of responsibility as he pushed his clients toward the summit. As the storm raged, Fisher became an emblem of the consequences of prioritizing summit fever over safety. On the other side of the mountain was Rob Hall, a revered figure in the climbing community. His dedication to his clients was unmatched, but it was his choices that would haunt him. With multiple climbers still attempting to summit as the storm hit, Hall faced the agonizing decision to prioritize the ascent over retreat. Was it ambition or desperation? Many wondered if his insistence on continuing was a heroic act or a catastrophic mistake. Then there was Pittman, a climber with a controversial reputation. Often seen as reckless, Pittman was implicated in escalating tensions among climbers. Critics argued that he pressured others to push forward, despite ominous weather warnings. In the chaotic hours of the storm, he became a scapegoat, as Krakauer's account highlighted his controversial decisions. The media painted him as a villain, while Pittman claimed he was merely trying to survive, caught in a storm of accusations and fear. As the blizzard tightened its grip, climbers found themselves in an unforgiving battle against nature. Those who had once dreamed of glory now faced the grim reality of their choices. Hall, Fisher, and the others fought to survive, but the mountain offered no mercy. The desperate cries for help echoed through the howling winds, blending with the memories of the fallen. In those chilling moments, the definition of heroism blurred, and the weight of guilt settled heavily on the shoulders of the living. Krakauer's gripping narrative, filled with vivid details of the tragedy, incited heated debates within the climbing community. Some hailed him as a truth-teller, unearthing the dark realities of commercialization and the ethics of climbing. Others accused him of self-serving dramatization, suggesting he vilified Pittman and Fisher to cast himself in a more favorable light. In the years that followed, Krakauer and Pittman carried the weight of that fateful season. Krakauer continued to explore the complexities of climbing culture, often haunted by the choices he made on that day. Pittman, branded as a villain, sought redemption amidst the ruins of his reputation. The two men became symbols of a broader struggle, forcing climbers and enthusiasts alike to confront the moral dilemmas that come with pursuing ambition in the unforgiving heights of Everest. So, who is the true villain in this tragic tale? Is it the ambitious climber driven by dreams of glory? The negligent leader who failed to prioritize safety? Or is it the mountain itself, An indifferent force that tests human limits? The answers remain elusive, hidden in the swirling mists of Everest, forever haunting those who dare to tread its treacherous paths. As you reflect on this haunting story, consider, was it Krakauer's narrative that cast Pittman as a villain, or did Pittman's own decisions seal his fate? In the pursuit of adventure, where does the line between heroism and villainy lie? Share your thoughts below, and remember, sometimes the scariest truths lie hidden within the shadows of our ambitions.